Fine, thank you. How are you?
Very good. Boy, do you look great.
Oh, I feel marvelous. Yeah.
Who is Sir Jason Winters?
Well, I think for the first 47 years of my life, I was a explorer, adventurer across the Atlantic by balloon, crashed halfway, down the Mackenzie to the Arctic Ocean, all kind of weird things, traveling in balloons, drinking all the time, smoking 40 cigarettes a day.
Wow.
Discoing till 4 o'clock in the morning.
The fast life.
There wasn't a blonde safe within 20 miles of me.
I heard that about you.
Even today. Yeah. Anyway, and suddenly it all came to an end when I had a swelling in my neck right here. And I went to the doctors and he said he has to do a biopsy to see if it was cancerous. When they cut me open, they cut me from the top of my head down to here. And sewed me up very quickly because they found that I had a giant tumor wrapped around my carotid artery and jugular vein.
Wow.
And also I had cancer of the tongue and the jawbone and the tonsils all through here. He said that it was impossible to operate on right then, that if I underwent about 70 shots of cobalt radiation, maybe it would reduce the swelling and then they could operate. They could cut out this tumor, take the carotid artery and jugular vein, take something out of my leg, put it in there.
Goodness.
Anyway, I went through 5 weeks of this cobalt radiation. I went from 240 pounds down to 150 pounds.
Oh my God.
I had no hair. I couldn't make saliva. My face on this side was burned black.
Black?
Black, yes. I had a pipe, a little motor and a pipe going into my mouth to give me saliva.
Oh.
And it was running on batteries, circulating. Then he said to me, I'm sorry, it didn't work. There's nothing we can do for you. If you want to come back into the hospital in a week's time, we will completely remove your tongue, your whole jawbone, your voice box. And I said, will I live any longer if you do that? And he said, no, but you will have an easier death. And I said, look, I'm an actor. How will I look without a jawbone and everything? He said, no one will see you anyway.
Oh my
And I said no to the operation, of course.
Thank God.
Yeah, I had 5 little kids and a wife and hardly any money.
Where were you living at the time?
In Canada.
Uh-huh.
I just looked at my 5 little kids. I couldn't leave them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so I climbed into bed. In the back of my mind, I was going to die, you know. And
What did that feel like?
I was scared to death. A lot of people compare me to John Wayne all over the world. Nothing could be further from the truth. John Wayne was brave and all this stuff, and he underwent tremendous surgery. In my case, I was terrified. I was even taking Valium so I would be able to keep on going. And I started reading all the religious books. I read the and it mentions 27 times in the Bible to use herbs for medicine.
Right.
I was astounded.
In the Bible mentions using herbs.
We get married in the church, everything, they don't tell us anything about this.
Right.
And then I read where Buddha told the Indian people 2,500 years ago to use herbaline for their tumors. That's a herb that grows in India.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know they had cancer in those days.
Right.
2,500 years
They
ago.
did?
They did, yes. And so I remembered also that when we were making movies in old Tucson with Audie Murphy and Patricia Crowley and so on, the B Westerns, we used to hire Indians and Mexicans to attack the wagon trains. You know, they'd circle around and shoot